Hebrews. It's your brother Apollos back with another one from the Feminism series. Man, these people really putting it right here in our face, and they're really baiting your daughters in. They're trying to get them to feel like this is normal activity, and a lot of this stuff right here in your face, and you playing it for your daughters. So we got to be more careful. Check it out.
We're more than just $7.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the hut.
Yeah, let me turn that up and run that back one more time.
We're more than just $7.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the hut. We're more than just $7.99.
Yeah, that's what's going on. They want you to think that this is raising her right, raising her into a little monster, making her think it's okay to act like a football player, act like a man, looking at that as something to be like, something to inspire to be like. I mean, it's amazing. You got women out here that could cook and sew and do all that, but we rather sit our daughters down in front of the TV while we watching football games, while we watching basketball games. And the problem is we put that spirit on them ourselves, have them thinking these things is okay. So, it's not like it's something wrong with actually shooting a basketball, actually throwing a football, or tossing a ball or anything like that. The problem comes when the woman think it's okay to act like a man and be a man and do manly things and all that. That's when it actually become a problem. And this is a prime example. I mean, the daughter got a whole jersey on. And a lot of brothers is guilty of this, putting their children in jerseys, putting their wives in jerseys. You know what I'm saying? That's another form of how they feminize the man. Like, now you okay with putting another man name on the back of your wife, on the back of your family. You know what I'm saying? This here is madness. But yeah, this is what's going on out here.
89 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizza.
Come on, man, stop the madness. Let's grab another one real quick. This one from the NBA. Little clip, man. Let me get this one first.
Together is about what we as men can do to help make our world more equal for women and girls.
All right, here we go.
We need to mentor, hire, and promote women at work.
He said we need to mentor, hire, and promote women at work. This is what the sports is trying to do. They're trying to slowly but surely bring women in the positions of power in the NBA and in the NFL. If I'm not mistaken, the head of the players rep for the NBA is a woman. Now, it's amazing how the players rep can be a woman when there's so many men that's eligible for the job. So many, it's ridiculous. But we such mama's boys, and we've been taught to be so weak towards women that we just gotta have a woman in charge. Brothers can have millions of dollars, and brothers still have the spirit to have a woman in charge. We was taught this. This was Willie Lynch letter right here in our face, and it's been going on forever. So I mean, what is this chick doing anywhere near a basketball court with some brothers? Talking about she gonna teach them something. Come on now. We gotta pay attention to what's going on here. They doing this to keep us docile and keep us looking at women in a leadership position when a woman should never be in a position of authority, according to 1 Timothy 2:11. But let's check it out.
What what's supposed to do? Anybody in my position should do that.
And we need to be true partners at home in order for...
We need to be two partners at home. That's not how the Lord made it. He didn't say that they was partners. You ain't gonna find that in the scriptures. It was one that's the Lord, and the other one is supposed to serve that Lord in all things. which makes them a servant to that Lord. That's how it was set up. It wasn't a two-partner system. This here is witchcraft. They're trying to make you care more about the woman's feelings than about the Lord. This is witchcraft right here.
Home to be the best it can, we have to do our share. Now more than ever, it's important to support the women in our lives. Everyone benefits when we do. To learn more, go to Leaning Together. Together is about what we as men can do to help make our world more equal for women.
This is what the thing is about. It's about what we as men can do to make this world equal for women. That's what the whole leaning in together is about. Go back. This is what they're trying to push. Brothers to soften up to try to make it equal for women.
Together is about what we as men can do to help make our world more equal for women and girls.
All right, here we go.
We need to mentor, hire, and promote women at work.
Like, what is she doing?
This is what we're supposed to do. You know, anybody in my position should do that.
And we need to be true partners at home. In order for our home to be the best it can, we have to do our share. Now more than ever, it's important to support the women in our lives. Everyone benefits when we do. To learn more, go to leaningtogether.org.
That's what's going on here. Right here in our face. To the brothers we watching every day. You know, we ain't even paying attention seeing what's going on here. We paying attention to the game. They running this at us. And little commercials on the side note while we getting chips. This what our children in here watching. Get one more.
Growing up as kids, boys see role models everywhere, showing them who they can be. But for my daughter, it's different. She doesn't always get to see herself as a leader or a boss.
She doesn't always get to see herself as a leader or a boss. Now, who the hell told you this woman's supposed to see herself as that, or as either of those? This is destruction of the woman, and you doing it to your own daughter. You saying your daughter not getting a chance to see leadership positions, or she getting a chance to see what it is to cook and clean. You can go on YouTube and see anything you want, but the problem is you choosing what you want to see. Instead of you showing her how to cook, showing her how to sew, showing her how to fold clothes, showing her how to be a real live housewife, you choose to show her highlights of this here, of this girl here. You end up showing her highlights all day, trying to get her to be just like her, trying to get her to be like Kobe's daughter. That's what you're trying to do. The Lord don't care about none of that. The Lord care about her being submissive and obedient and serving her husband in all things. That's what he care about. He don't care about if she can shoot the three. He don't care about how a pull-up game is from the free throw. He don't care about none of that. But that's what we out here teaching our daughters, because we looking at this like, hey, if we can get her left right, we might be able to get a little bread. All she got to do is get her left right. She good already. Brothers have no idea what we doing to our daughter. And she get a man and look at a man like he nothing, or try to be equal to a man. Lord forbid she get a man that don't know how to play basketball. My goodness. Or don't got enough jumper as she got. Because she gonna swear if she beat him or anything, she gonna swear she equal to this man. This is designed this way so that when women get out in the world with men, they can emasculate the man by being able to do some of the things that he can do. Some men will be emasculated by that. And they want that. They want the man to be softer, the woman to be stronger. This is just one of the ways.
But for my daughter, it's different. She doesn't always get to see herself as a leader or a boss.
Now, these women is really in the NBA. This is really going on, y'all. I mean, it wasn't like this before, we already know, but this is the new wave. It's feminism everywhere. That's what this feminism series is about, showing feminism in every aspect of our lives. How they're throwing it right in our face in every aspect of our lives, teaching our sons and daughters that it is okay for a woman to be equal and do the same things that a man do. This is poison to the nation, man.
She doesn't always get to see herself as a leader or a boss.
Now who the hell she yelling at? Stay serious and stay focused. Like a woman gonna be able to be more serious and more focused than a man. No, God actually made a man more able to do everything that you can do. That's the thing. That's the reason why he would be Lord over you. He wouldn't be Lord over you if he couldn't do the things that you could do and more. That's the same way with us being lords over the Gentiles. We are able to do everything the Gentiles can do and more. They cannot do a lot of the things that we can do. The Lord made that, he set that up right. That's righteous. That's a righteous thing. That's order. That's how he did it. The superior race he put on top, and he gave them abilities that was better than the inferior race. The same way with the man and woman. The superior he placed on top and gave him abilities more than he gave the woman, and her purpose and her job was not to do the same things because she didn't have the same abilities. And that's her purpose and job. She trying to swing a hammer, she trying to swing an axe, she trying to do the things she wasn't built and created for. And then when we say something about it, we wrong. No, we just trying to show you what this machine was created for. It wasn't created to do all this extra stuff. And once it actually get in this proper system, what it was created for, that thing run like a well-oiled machine. No problems. But the problem is you're trying to force it. You got women trying to fight, women trying to play this and play that, do anything that a man could do, just trying to enforce that thought process on the younger generation. So that the next generation come up and see this like, oh yeah, we can do that? Oh yeah, we finna do that then. I'm gonna do that. Why would I do this one docile thing that they say women are supposed to do? Why would I do that as opposed to being able to make my own money, being able to go out and have my own fans, have people looking at me in adoration, and basically be a man, because that's what's going on. Instead, the problem is we teach this to our children. We don't want to do right by the Lord and teach them to fold, to cook, to clean, to sew. We don't want to teach them that. We want to teach them the stuff that the world glorified them for, because the world don't glorify them for that. The world is upset when they decide to do what's right by God.
And the world doesn't always cheer her on when she speaks up or takes the lead. So it's on us to encourage her to be bold and show.
I said the world doesn't always cheer her on when she's taking the lead. Now, that's exactly what this world does, especially America. They do nothing but cheer her on while she's trying to take the lead. If a woman is looking for a leadership position in anything a man is doing, she got a very high chance of getting the job over a man nowadays, and that's because they're literally an agenda. It's literally an agenda to push this narrative to make women feel more empowered. And the more and more they do it during this generation, that next generation is going to be even more stronger mentally, more rebellious towards men.
To encourage her to be bold. Show her she can be anything she wants to be.
Encourage her to be bold. That's what it said. Encourage her to be bold. Let me get the scripture on that real quick. Because a lot of our sisters think it's okay to be bold. They think being bold is an honorable thing. But we're going to read that real quick. If I can pull it up. Hold on 1 second, Israel. Leaning in together. Man, please. This ain't got nothing to do with together. It's about the woman. It's Ecclesiastes 22 verse 5. It says, she that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband, but they both shall despise her. The Lord was never cool with a bold woman. He don't want you to be bold. He wants you to be shamefaced, submissive, easy to be subjected, not hard to be subjected, not contentious. Nah, he didn't want you to be hard to be conquered. It wasn't none of that going on. It wasn't no, you gotta try to holler and try to make her happy and do this and that to please her. It wasn't none of that going on. Bro went and purchased her from a brother. That's what it was. And it was, she came, knew how much she was paid for. She knew how much she cost. She came on into the house and acted like she knew what time it was. But nowadays, our sisters, without that whole purchasing situation, their mindset is not the same. They don't understand that they are actual possessions. So no man wants a bold possession. No man wants that. We got to understand a woman was created to be what the Lord created her to be. Submissive, humble, and obedient. She wasn't created to be all these things that America trying to run her into. And we got to trust the Lord and go by what he say, not what America says, not the world. We'll run this back one more time.
Growing up as kids, boys see role models everywhere, showing them who they can be. But for my daughter, it's different. She doesn't always get to see herself as a leader or a boss. And the world doesn't always cheer her on when she speaks up or takes the lead.
You're awesome.
So it's on us to encourage her to be bold and show her she can be anything she wants to be.
She cannot be anything that she wants to be. And I heard one story one time about, I can't even remember where the hell I heard it from, but I know it was speaking on someone having a brother or someone in captivity. And it said, if the person knew that they was in captivity, they're gonna have a mindset of wanting to be free or wanting to do something else. But if they don't understand that this is captivity, then they're going to be comfortable where they are. Not to say that this is something that's compared to captivity, even though it somewhat is. But the woman's mindset is being over flooded with different types of ways that she can be, different ways she can choose. When these ways they weren't flooded to her mindset before, because there was no so-called white man's rules and laws set up to where she can do all these things and think that she's equal to a man. So it was easier for her to understand her place without all of the bullshit, without all of the nonsense in front of her face every day, on social media, on TV, everywhere, continuously tempting her to do evil, continuously tempting her to choose a job outside of what's going to help her Lord, what's going to glorify her Lord. So we as men, we have to remind our women of their job. We have to remind them. And sometimes they're not going to accept that, but they still have to be reminded. And the ones that will accept, we will accept. And we will teach them the ways of God, and they'll come back to being the daughters of Sarah and good women of the Lord. But the ones that don't, they shall be put in chains as slaves when Christ returns. Shalom.
The lake of fire is chain slavery. What goes around comes around. Babylon is falling down.